Nobody's distorting anything. Nobody said, Ramaphosa said they can come here without a visa. He said they can come, they can apply for visa without producing a pass. I'm going to play even that clip again. I've played that, but I just want to show Fikile Mbalula. We heard exactly what Ramaphosa said, but let me get into this so that I don't take much time on this topic.
However, to all immigrants residing in South Africa, whether from Africa or elsewhere in the world, we are clear. You are welcome here only if you respect the laws of our country and contribute positively to our society. There are those who exploit South Africa's generosity and believe they can operate outside the law without consequences. We make it abundantly clear, South Africa is not a playground for lawlessness. As the President said,
can apply for visa without a passport. Basically, that's what the President said. That's why the people of this country of South Africa are angry and they don't want Cyril Ramaphosa anymore. It was not only because of that, it's because also the spaza shop owners, these illegal foreigners, these illegal aliens who have been killing our children from food poison. Ramaphosa did not even arrest anybody. The same government that Fikile Mbalula he represents, they did not arrest anybody up to today. More than 26 children. I think now there are about 30 of them who have died, and those who are also not reported, who have died under this government, and they've not arrested anybody, and he does not understand.
Entry into the country without a passport, including necessary administration requirements. Anyone who undermines our legal system or compromises the safety and economic opportunities of South Africans will face the full might of the law. This includes immigrants who engage in criminal activities and South Africans who enable this criminality.
Look, on this part, I agree with him. And that's what we've been calling for. That no illegal aliens should have a spaza shop in our country. And those who are legal in this country must invest 5 million rand into our economy.
Lastly, the so-called National Shutdown, which was conducted on virtual discourse. We dismiss the so-called National Shutdown as nothing more than a failed attempt to sow chaos. These opportunists have no plan for building South Africa, but only destruction. Our democratically elected president, Comrade Cyril Ramaphosa, remain our president and will be defended. The people shall come, and the people have spoken.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what time you're watching this video. You could be watching me from Africa, you could be watching me from South America, you could be watching me from North America, you could be watching me from Asia, you could be watching me from Europe, you could be watching me from Australia, you could be watching me from the Caribbean. If it's the first time you come across this video of mine, or the first time you come across my face, or if it's the first time you bump into my channel, my name is Hlulani, the Prince from Zanzibar, from South Africa. So guys, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. We're in the road to 10,000 subscribers. They hate us, they don't like when our channel is growing, but we are growing. I just want to say thank you to my returning subscribers, and I just want to also thank you to my new subscribers, because I can see the numbers are growing. So keep on subscribing, guys. Don't forget, keep on subscribing, and don't forget also to hit that notification bell, so that every time when I upload my videos, so that you can get that notification, so that you can watch this content, so that you don't miss anything. And don't forget to comment and subscribe. You know that I will respond to your comment, and I read to all of my comments. Maybe me, maybe not all of them, but I read to almost 98-99% of my comments, and I respond to all of them, even the haters. Some of them I block the haters and I delete them and I report them. That's basically what happened in my channel. If you are here to come and cause problem, you will be blocked. Be warned, because I have no time for you. So guys, there's something that we need to talk about, which is Fikile Mbalula. So I wanted to make this video long, so I decided, okay, let me break this video into two pieces. I wanted to make one. It's gonna be long, but not too long. We need to speak about Fikile Mbalula. I watched his press release statement that he did yesterday. I had to watch and digest and whatever. There's a lot of things that I agree with him, and there's also some of the things that I don't agree with him, and there's some things that I'm not happy about when he's trying to threaten South Africans, when we fight for our rights, when we do what is allowed in this country. It is our right to protest, but I see Fikile Mbalula is trying to bring those who want to protest against Cyril Ramaphosa. Look, if South Africa, it was not this matter of the Nigerians, even though we're starting to get to understand. I think Mr. Ramaphosa, he just does not know how to read. I don't know if he does not know how to read or he does not know how to put things together, but I think whatever he wanted to say, it's not exactly what he wanted to say, or it's exactly what he wanted to say, but I'll give you my thought about it. I'm going to continue also to the next video about my thoughts, but this one is going to be about Fikile Mbalula, what he said about him denying what the president says, that the president did not say that Nigerians will come to this country without even having a passport. Basically, that's what Ramaphosa said. Nigerians can apply for visa without producing their passport. He did not continue to explain more exactly what he meant. It ends there, and everybody took it exactly like that. So I don't know if Ramaphosa just does not know how to explain himself or whatever, but I think I'm starting to get an idea how he should have put it to the public of South Africa, or to the people of South Africa. The way he put it, we took it exactly that. But Fikile Mbalula is here to deny that we are distorting what Cyril Ramaphosa said. Nobody's distorting anything. Nobody said Ramaphosa said they can come here without a visa. He said they can apply for visa without producing a pass. I'm going to play even that clip again. I've played that, but I just want to show Fikile Mbalula. We heard exactly what Ramaphosa said, but let me get into this so that I don't take much time on this topic. Let me play you what Fikile Mbalula, what he's been saying on media. Let's hear what he's saying. I agree with some of the things that he's saying, and I disagree with some of the things he's saying. And so many things that he's saying. He's been saying that even 5 years ago, even 2 or 3 years ago, and we're still here talking about illegal sponsorship. But anyway, we know them. They just keep on talking, and they don't resolve anything. Let's continue listening to him.
South Africa cannot afford complacency, and the ANC will not allow self-interest to undermine progress. The time to act is now. We reaffirm the ANC's commitment to South Africa's partnership with nations across the globe, particularly the African nations with whom we share common developmental objectives based on mutual growth and shared prosperity. In furtherance of this developmental vision, Nigeria is one of the countries with whom we share mutual interests and reciprocal growth. The relationship with Nigeria has strengthened trade, cultural exchange, and economic cooperation between the two countries. However, to all immigrants residing in South Africa, whether from Africa or elsewhere in the world, we are clear. You are welcome here only if you respect the laws of our country and contribute positively to our society. There are those who exploit South Africa's generosity and believe they can operate outside the law without consequences. We make it abundantly clear, South Africa is not a playground for lawlessness. As the President said, The relation of visa laws as they relate to Nigerians does not equal entry into the country without passport. And we are aware that there's been a distortion of what the president said. And it was said that President has said Nigerians can come to South Africa without passport or visa. That is a total distortion. It's a total distortion. It's not even a distortion, it's a lie. That has been deliberately peddled to project this government as being not just insensitive, but lacking direction in relation to strengthening of the immigration policy for the country.
So guys, I want to play again this clip. I know, and we all seen this clip. So for those who are just coming for the first time, they don't even understand what we're talking about. So I'm going to play you this clip again to show you that what Fikile Mbalula is saying is that Ramaphosa did not say that Nigerian can apply for visa without a passport. Basically, that's what the president said. That's why the people of this country of South Africa are angry and they don't want Cyril Ramaphosa anymore. It was not only because of that, it's because also the spaza shop owners, these illegal foreigners, these illegal aliens who have been killing our children from food poison. Ramaphosa did not even arrest anybody. The same government that Fikile Mbalula he represents, they did not arrest anybody up to today. More than 26 children. I think now there are about 30 of them who have died. And those who are also not reported, who have died under this government, and they've not arrested anybody. And he does not understand why the people of this country are angry. And they said, we don't want Cyril Ramaphosa, and Cyril Ramaphosa must go. That's why they're calling for total shutdown. It's not just because of this. It's because of this, because they've realized that this man does not care about the people of this country. We are angry and frustrated because of this leadership of this president, and this Fikile Mbalula will come here and threaten the South African. You will hear towards the end of this video where he threatened the people who want to shut down, who want to protest. It is in our right to protest for this country. It is in our right to protect this country when we see our leaders are being sold out. And we're not going to sit here and be threatened by Fikile Mbalula and his government when we want to protest, when we are not happy with what the government is doing into this country. We shall never be threatened by anybody. We shall govern this country. Cyril Ramaphosa and his government and Fikile Mbalula, they cannot come here and threaten the people of South Africa when we are angry, when our children are dying and they've not arrested anybody. Ask them a question. Why have you not arrested anybody? Why have nobody have been accountable for the death of our children? Why is that we need to suffer? But I understand what the president was trying to say when he says they need to loosen the visa and whatever to this country. He just didn't know how to put it right. That's why the people of South Africa are angry, because on the next video, I'll explain it much better so that you can understand. Please watch the next video that I'm going to upload. But now we need to address this Fikile Mbalula, because I agree with him with some of the things. I don't agree with him that he's going to threaten us as South Africans. We've been calling you for many times. You've been preaching the same message and nothing you have done. It's time you take responsibilities of your failure and stop pointing fingers to the people of South Africa. Of course, there are those South Africans who are helping these foreigners to do these illegal things. I don't dispute that. And we know they're there. And we're saying to those South Africans who are doing this nonsense, this criminal activities to enable these people to do what they're doing in our country. It is wrong, you South Africans. So let me play you a clip what Ramaphosa said. It's not us, it's been published. Even Nigerians into the mainstream news, vloggers and all the reporters are saying the same thing what we're saying. But let me play you exactly just to remind Fikile Mbalula what your president is saying, because I voted him to be the president also. But he's no more my president. He's the president of the country. But come 2026, come 2029, I am not voting for you because I can see you don't care about this country. You always come and pretend that you care, but you don't care if you're going to come and threaten the people of this country. Let's play it again and hear what the president say. This thing is making me sick.
President Cyril Ramaphosa says he wants more Nigerian businesses to invest in South Africa. Ramaphosa says the country has simplified visa measures for them to do so. Nigerian tourists can also apply to come to the country without submitting their passports. Ramaphosa says this is aimed at strengthening relations between the two countries. He was speaking at the 11th session of the Bi-National Commission in Cape Town earlier today.
We look forward to seeing more Nigerian companies investing in South Africa. In fact, we want to see Nigerian products on the shelves of South African shops. Our efforts to create a favorable environment include our simplified visa process for Nigerian business people to travel to South Africa. Qualifying Nigerian business people can be granted a 5-year multiple entry visa. In addition, tourists from Nigeria are now able to apply for a visa without even submitting a passport.
You heard him. It's not us. So Fikile Mbalula, it's not us. Go call your president and stop threatening us. It is your president who said, you'll hear the clip, who he said, the people from Nigeria can apply for visa without producing any passport. What are we distorting here? But they will not take any accountability. They will shift the blame to the people of this country. But let's continue and listen to him, guys, because this is really out of order, and we must take the blame. Let's continue to hear him what he's saying.
Entry into the country without a passport, including necessary administration requirements. Anyone who undermines our legal system or compromises the safety and economic opportunities of South Africans will face the full might of the law. This includes immigrants who engage in criminal activities and South Africans who enable this criminality by illegally registering businesses or aiding criminal behavior, zamazamas, drug peddlers and drug laboratories, and illegal immigrants. Our patience has been overstretched. South Africa's hospitality must never be mistaken for weakness. Our communities cannot live in fear. The law must be enforced. The time is now. As an organization, we continue to make strides in reclaiming the spaza shop sector as part of revitalizing township and rural economies. Many spaza shop owners are registering in line with the President's call, ensuring that South Africans benefit from this important sector of our economy. Women, youth, and people with disabilities. The 500 million allocated to this initiative will impact thousands of lives, creating opportunities, economic growth, and jobs. The time has come to enforce compliance more rigorously. We must not falter in ensuring that the laws of the country are fully implemented. This includes ensuring that no illegal immigrants are allowed to operate tax shops in our country. Those who are legally in the country, they must prove investment in the business of over 5 million as required by the law.
Look, on this part, I agree with him. And that's what we've been calling for, that no illegal aliens should have a spaza shop in our country. And those who are legal in this country must invest 5 million rand into our economy. So it's not If you have not invested that money, you are not allowed to open a spaza shop in this country. So we just want to let you know, wherever you are, and if you have those illegal spaza shops in our country, to close down those spaza shops, because our law enforcement is coming for you. That one, I'll respect Mr. Fikile Mbalula if they can practice what they preach and make sure to go and arrest these people who are destroying our country. And those people who come to our country claims for asylum seekers. There's no asylum seekers in this country. We don't have refugees camp in this country. Go to your nearest country. South Africa is not your nearest country. Nigerians, Ethiopians, go to your nearest country. South Africa is not your nearest country. We understand in your countries, there could be some wars going on, whatever, but your nearest country is not South Africa. So we say, please go back there. We should not even having people claiming refugees camping here, asylum seekers in our country, because we don't have any country in our borders that are in war. So therefore, we should not even be having these foreigners coming to claim asylum seekers in our country. Mr. Fikile Mbalula, I will applaud you for that, for saying that, to let them know this is the country that they will not come and disrespect our law. And this is the time to act about these people who are committing crimes in our country. Let's continue listening to it, because this thing is long, guys. For that, I agree with him. But there's some of things that I don't agree with him. I'm not going to sit and buy faces. It's not time to buy faces. We need to fix our country.
We are pleased that as of last night, 51,788 spaza shops have been registered, with 45% being KwaZulu-Natal. 800 spaza shops have been closed to date, with 93% of these being foreign-owned. We call on the government to employ additional inspectors to monitor the sector and ensure that it serves its intended purpose, empowering South Africans and restoring economic dignity to our communities. The spaza shops that are not compliant, as per the President's grace period, should cease operating or face the law. We cannot watch when our children die and the local economy suffer as a result of lawlessness.
Again, I agree with him. And what I can add to that, Mr. Fikile Mbalula, please let your government to go arrest those people that you have closed the spaza shop, because they are not legal in our country. They're not supposed even to be opening spaza shops. Our laws should not be lenient. Arrest and deport those people who are not supposed to be in their country. Let's continue and listen to him.
As the African National Congress, we have mandated our government going forward, as part of this campaign of the spaza shops, that we must preserve businesses like spaza shops for locals, meaning only for South Africans. And government must explore, in terms of the law of the country, that this is implemented within a reasonable space of time. Spaza shops, small businesses, and all of that, we believe and we affirm that they must be preserved only for South Africans. We are aware, as we live in communities, that spaza shop businesses have been affected, particularly by an influx of foreign nationals, who in majority have overtaken the locals because they've got unlimited supply of goods which are cheaper than the locals. Now we've got evidence that these goods that are cheaper, purported to be cheap, are not just cheap, but they are fake goods, and they are poisonous, and they have expired.
We've been preaching the same message, Mr. Mbalula, that these people are selling illegal goods in our country. They are selling expired food. It took you so many years for you to come and say these people are selling food that are fake, food that are not good for anybody who eat this food. We've been saying these things that we don't want these people to be selling this food in our country because the food it's fake, and now it's only now you realize that actually these people have been selling this fake food which are cheap to the people of this country. So Mr. Fikile Mbalula, close down all those spaza shops because we don't want them. As you're saying, all these spaza shops must be for South Africans. We want all of them to be for South Africans. No illegal foreigners should be running a spaza shop here. Even those who claim who are faking to be Aslam seekers in our country, we don't want them to be having spaza shop. Those spaza shops, as you're saying, these are meant for South African people, for the local people, not for the illegal aliens that are coming to our country. Let's continue to listen to him.
From an intelligence point of view, we know that some and in majority have actually undermined the criminal activity in our country have increased because they have supplied even the Tiki Lily phones, like that one of yours there, Tiki Lily phones, which have enabled criminals to surpass the police interception in many instances. And this has come from illegal foreign nationals. So the calls by our people that they must go, they must close down, are not far-fetched. They are based on empirical evidence on the ground. From an intelligence point of view, we know now that South Africans have also aided criminal activities of illegal foreign nationals and given them cover in the different communities. And we want to implore and call upon our communities that those among us who perpetuate illegal activities, they must not just be named and shamed, but they must face, they too, the power of the law in our country. In many areas in our country, RDP houses have been rented out to illegal foreign nationals. Anyone in South Africa, like we do when we go to other countries, we acquire the necessary documentation informed by the immigration laws of those countries.
I agree with you. I almost call you Ramaphosa, Mr. Fikile Mbalula. I agree with you that South Africans, when we go to other people's countries, we follow the laws and the constitutions of those countries. We don't misbehave when we go to people's countries. We expect the same things for those who come to our country. We welcome those who come to our country, but we say to you, come to our country, follow our laws, follow our constitution, familiarize yourself with the constitution of this country, our laws of this country. Don't come to our country to destroy. Don't come to our country to do criminal activities. Like many countries that come to our country to do those criminal activities. This country is not open for those who come to this country to destroy. This country is open to those who want to come to this country and contribute positively to this country. So for that, Mr. Fikile Mbalula, I applaud you for that. I agree with you, but there's some things that I don't agree with you. That's why I won't buy faces, no favor or no fear to be intimidated by anybody. We should speak the truth at all time, and we should protect this country at all time, and we should put this country first at all time. Our people must come first when they're in this country. We put South Africa first and we protect this country first. No illegal aliens will come and destroy this country. Let's continue to listen to him.
In this instance, we have emphasized to our government as this campaign intensifies and launched by the president in terms of the spaza shops, which will be evaluated, that one, the illegal criminal activity must be wiped out. South Africans must work and we must work together to get rid of these illegal activities. and we must clamp down as we do right now, that those illegal spaza shops, particularly by foreign nationals too, must close down, and those who are found must be deported with immediate effect. The people of South Africa must become the eyes and ears of government to act decisively in relation to this. Some among us in our communities have aided these illegal activities, including in government, by assisting these illegal foreigners to acquire legal status to operate in our country. We believe that spaza shops and other small businesses must be preserved for South Africans going forward. We have implored in government to work on a policy, a regulation, and also the law of the country to ensure that this is implemented.
Totally agree with him, Mr. Fikile Mbalula. I totally agree with you on that statement that no illegal foreigners should be opening spaza shop. And those who are South African helping these illegal foreigners to do all these criminal activities in this country must be arrested. And we should report all these illegal things that are happening in our country. We should protect our country as South Africans. And those who think will come to this country and destroy our country, it's a warning. It will not happen, not now, not today, not tomorrow, not anytime soon that you come to this country to destroy anything in this country. Everything that belongs to this country belongs to the people of South Africa. When you come to this country, you must come with the aim that you will want to learn how we live in this country. You want to learn our culture, and you will come and respect our culture of how we do things in this country. You will not come from where you're coming from to push your cultures, your behavior of your country in this country. You're going to behave how we in South Africa would behave. You live your way of doing things in your country. You should follow the laws of this country. You should keep the laws of your country and the constitution of your country in your country. When you come to this country, you enter into the laws and the constitution of the South African. You must respect it. You will be arrested if you think you will come and break our law. Guys, let's continue and watch this last clip, the clip that I was not happy about. Many other things I agree with Fikile Mbalula. This part, I don't agree with him. I don't agree with him. So let's continue listening to this clip.
Lastly, the so-called National Shutdown, which was conducted on virtual discourse. We dismiss the so-called National Shutdown as nothing more than a failed attempt to sow chaos. These opportunists have no plan for building South Africa, but only destruction. To our people, we say, reject these distractions and remain focused on rebuilding our communities and creating opportunities for all. The ANC remains resolute in defending South Africa's sovereignty, uplifting its people, and ensuring that our country is a home for all who respect its laws and contribute positively to its growth. We are here to lead, and we will not falter in this responsibility. We will not betray our values and principles, nor abandon our goal of a non-racial, non-sexist, democratic South Africa and a cause of a better life for all. Our democratically elected president, Comrade Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa, remain our president and will be defended. The people shall come, and the people have spoken. Ramaphosa is a product of a democratic process, and leading the African National Congress. We know the attack on President Ramaphosa is the attack on our nation, is an attack on the African National Congress. We are not like any other country. We are a democratic country. Our people, in terms of their rights, even to differ with government, are enshrined in the Constitution. Those who seek to devour these principles in one way or the other are not democrats. They are anarchists. We have seen them before, and we are noting them now. And we equally call upon the state to be decisive. Not like before, when they cost this country millions of rands and affected the progress of building this fragile economy. It has happened before. More than 400 people died. More than 400 people died in this country. The law must take its course. Should any anarchist seek to devour the principles of a democratic process in South Africa. Thank you very much.
I think Fikile does not understand. The call for shutdown, it was not because the people of this country want to shut down. It was because the people of this country, they've been unhappy for a very long time by the same president that you are defending, that our children have been dying, and you've said nothing, he has done nothing. Nobody has been arrested up to today. And when he said the people of Nigeria can apply for visa without a passport, producing a passport, the people of this country, they said enough, it's enough from this president. I think you must understand that and stop threatening the people of this country. We're being threatened because we want to protest. Nobody says we'll cause problem. We say we want to protest to remove Ramaphosa. And what's wrong when we say we don't want Ramaphosa? He might have been put there by us. I voted for the ANC, but that will be the last time I vote for the ANC. I will never vote for the ANC if this is the type of leadership we have. We're not saying that people must behave the way they want to behave, and we're not saying people must break the laws. We're simply saying we want to exercise our rights of protesting and say we don't want this president. And there's nothing wrong with that. Our constitution allows us to protest and remove anybody that we are not happy with. We cannot be forced to have a president that we don't want. Your president failed on that statement of Nigerians who can apply for visa and who should not apply for visa. He failed in that statement, and you know it, and you're not going to acknowledge that and apologize because he did make an apology. Or it's not even an apology. So we're saying to you, Fikile Mbalula, please take accountability of what your president said on this space of the internet. So you can't blame it on us when our people are angry. You said the people shall govern. Who are the people shall govern? We are the people. We are the people who shall govern. You should allow us to govern, and we should allow us to say who should be the president of this country and who should not be the president of this country. Threats will not help to build this country. We are angry because we saw this was not the only thing. We saw how when again Ramaphosa says all these illegal people must come and register the spaza shops. Instead of the president saying all those who are illegal should not even come to register the spaza shop. We're calling for those who are legal in the country to come and register for spaza shop. But no. The president simply say they must register spaza shop. You see, the problem is that the president does not know how to address the people of this country. So therefore, that's what the people of this country are saying. The president is not fit to run this country. Because the way he's communicating to the people of this country, it's so bad. He might be saying something different. But the way he's communicating with us, we don't approve of that. So guys, I'm gonna end this video here. I'm gonna continue this to the next video. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, guys, so kindly please hit that subscribe button, because we need to fight for this country. We must never stop fighting for this country. We don't want a country that foreigners they'll come to this country and destroy our country. We'll fight for this country. Our fathers and our grandfathers fought for this country. We are not going to sit and watch illegal foreigners destroy our country. We're not going to allow illegal foreigners to kill our children through food poison. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. My name is Hlulani, the Tsonga Prince from South Africa. I'm out. I'll see you in my next video. I love you, man. Sharp.